Shalom, family. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Is it me, or does it seem like things have really ramped up after this last eclipse? It sure seems like it to me. I mean, it is bad out here. I'm going to be talking about Hurricane Lala that hit Hawaii. Y'all, it didn't even make landfall, but it dumped 3 feet of rain on Hawaii. I mean, it is a mess. So we will talk about that at 3:45. That's a lot of rain, and that was a category 1 that did that. And some people think if it's a category 1 it's nothing to worry about. A category 1 can come with a lot of rain and put many towns underwater. So I sure don't look at it that way, but there are many people that do. But 3 feet of rain, they said they got over a foot in like 12 hours. So it was crazy. So we will get into that at 3:45. But Russia got hit with so many locusts, it completely took visibility away from anybody that went outside. Now, some people are saying millions. I'm saying billions. It looks way more than millions. It looks like billions just took to the skies of Russia. And man, we know the Most High will use swarms of locusts in certain locations or where there are groups of people that are being judged. So it is now in Russia. And there were other swarms. If you remember, I spoke about there was the bee swarm up at the White House, and Israel, southern Israel, got hit with a swarm of bees. So I've been talking about the swarms, and then I spoke about one where a truck overturned, and there were swarms and swarms of bees from that pretty much took over a town. So the swarms have been very prevalent over these last several months, and you're going to see that Russia is really, I mean, the Most High is really handing it to Russia. And back in 2025, Ukraine got hit with a swarm. I didn't even know this until I was looking at Russia. And then Ukraine, back in 2025, Ukraine got hit with swarms and swarms of locusts. So we know these are all Gentile nations, and yes, they are heavily being judged right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me see here. Before I get to that, I also want to make a quick announcement. I am introducing my new product here, and this is goat milk shampoo and goat milk leave in conditioner, which is available and 40% off all week on Etsy. So grab it up while you can. I made sure I had plenty at my disposal so that you can get as much or as little as you want. So, y'all just go ahead and visit Etsy. It is also listed as a featured product. So, when you go on the website, you should see it at the very top. All right. Now, let's get to it. This swarm. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you. Thank you. And Leslin Lacey, Thank you for the 1,000 Jules Goat Trophy. Thank you so much for your support for my channel. I deeply appreciate it. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for the 2,000 Jules Leslin Lacey Wolf. You. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. And thank you for the ones. Заберем? Поймал. Поймал? Упала. Тебе хватит одного? А? Сюда залезай. Закрой окно. Now, y'all remember, when you have this many locusts, they can take a whole crop out in minutes. And that's exactly what has happened in this location of they virtually wiped out every single crop they had. So let's go on.
I don't believe it's just Christians who can feel this urgency inside of us that something is about to shift and change. I believe unbelievers can feel this too. The difference is Christians understand that what we're about to see is the return of Jesus. Before the return of Jesus happens, I believe we're going to see two things happen on a massive scale. Number one is the
Hey, what's up, America? Apocalyptic swarms of locusts across Russia. So apparently in certain parts of Russia, there's so many locusts that it's reducing the visibility to near zero. So here's some of the scenes we're seeing out of Russia with millions and billions of locusts coming through the air, described as apocalyptic scenes. That is so bad that the visibility in certain areas is starting to be compromised. Now, this looks like fog, but those are locusts in Dagestan, I think it is. That's a locust swarm. Look at that again. That is a locust swarm. Holy shit. Now, these things, as you know, will eat entire farm fields in just minutes. And these swarms seem to be huge and spreading. And then, of course, here's driving through it. Good God almighty. Look at that. Some are saying it's getting biblical or apocalyptic. These things happen every year, but still fascinating to see. So yeah, Russia being inundated with locusts.
Чухаем отсюда, блин. Куда она летит? Это что такое? Хорошо, хоть не в сторону города. Ты дурак, что ли? Она нас сожрет здесь сейчас. Эй, она прям сюда залезает. Закрой окно! Оставь. Ты дурак, что ли? Она нас сожрет здесь сейчас. Что такое?
You know, something amazes me sometimes. Over 1 billion locusts is flying in the skies in Russia, right? There's so many locusts they can't see. The skies is almost completely black. Not a word of it on the news. You would think 1 billion locusts would get the attention of the world. Yet ain't nobody said a peep. Okay. Okay.
A biblical swarm of locusts floods the skies over Russia. What? Millions of locusts have descended on southern Russia, swallowing roads, darkening the skies, and tearing through valuable farmland. The enormous, vast moving swarm has engulfed the Kizlar district in the Republic of Dagestan, where the insects have dramatically reduced visibility and created dangerous conditions for motorists. Footage from the region shows locusts filling the air and surrounding vehicles as drivers attempt to navigate through the biblical invasion. Here's some of the images of this. This is footage from the region showing locusts filling the air and surrounding vehicles as drivers attempt to navigate through the biblical. They're calling this a biblical invasion. That's an image. There's another image. I don't see any footage, and I'm very weary about using any kind of footage from places like Russia, whatnot, because they'll hit you with copyright strikes. So I'm just trying to give you some footage of it. Stunned watchers watched as the insects flooded the skies, with some comparing the eerie transformation to the 10 plagues God inflicted on the Egyptians in the biblical narrative of Exodus. Quote, looks like one of the 10 plagues, one ex-user wrote. Quote, it's all gone biblical, man, another declared, while one person simply warned biblical. Another invoked Moses' warning to the Egyptian Pharaoh before the plagues descended, writing, quote, let my people go. Wow, the ravenous insects sweeping across agricultural land, threatening crops as authorities race to contain the escalating emergency. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys.
Child, you mean to tell me Locust is in Russia? I ain't heard about locusts since the Bible days. The locusts. God is not playing with the people. God has sent a swarm of Asian migratory locusts. Millions of them. Not hundreds, millions. He's not playing with the earth, Jesus. The Kinzalar, I can't say it. Kizlar district in Russia. All my Russian people tell me how to say it. Spell it hard. Kizlar, Kizly, somewhere in Russia. Y'all got locusts, y'all, and they eating up. It's darker in the skies. Y'all can't see on the roads. I would be itching. Jesus, be itchy. I couldn't even come outside. I'm staying in. Ooh, how was y'all doing? I would be so itchy. Oh, I can't even think about this. Oh, it's damaging their farmland. Famine. Y'all think it's a game. Famine. Can't eat. Food gone. Crops gone. A swarm of Asian migratory locusts. Do y'all know what that represents? Let me help y'all. Do everybody know what that represents? Anytime God sends locusts out of nowhere. Just locusts is here. Can't see, visibility, itchy. That's all I could think of in my head. I guess local authorities had to spray some chemical stuff to get rid of them or whatever. The only thing that came to my head is the plague of Egypt, child. Child, do y'all remember what happened in the Bible when God sent a massive swarm of locusts in Egypt? Because the saints was acting a fool and he had to get them straight. It was the 8th plague, if I'm not mistaken, and it's in Exodus the 10th chapter. Go read it, child. He had to get the saints together. He sent locusts. It's a form of judgment. Okay. There's a prophet in Joel. There is a prophecy concerning a swarm coming of judgment. Child, y'all, we in Jesus' judgment. Lord, I don't want no locusts in America. God bless. Go look it up. Jesus. Everybody ain't safe. Child, bye.
Да она летит, это что такое? Хорошо, хоть не в сторону города. Ты дурак, что ли? Она нас сожрет здесь сейчас.
Well, I know what she was saying, but honey, America is not free from plagues. No. I mean, we already had the bee swarms in different areas, and then they claim over 1 billion bees in a New York cemetery. So I did all those stories. So America's not free from any swarms, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we know what it is. Many of us that have stuck by the Most High and read and learned, we know what it all means. And the bottom line is, y'all, these plagues are going to get worse. They're already bad. I mean, look, all of the last few earthquakes have been over a 7 magnitude, and they seem to be coming back to back. And wow, it's just so much going on. The floods, I've been showing y'all the floods since I think 2025. We've been looking at the different floods that have been going on all across America. And it's coming fast. It's not like it rains all day and then it's flooding. No, these floods come in like 1 hour of rain. The streets and everything is flooded. So, oh yeah, you see, there is clearly a difference from anything we have ever seen before. Oh, it really is different. The data centers and contaminating the air and the water and raising everybody's electric bill and water bill. Yeah, I mean, it is real. It is real. And look, everything has come to pass. View Star, you really think about it. Look, didn't he say there would be wars and rumors of wars? And what do we have? You know? And now we're seeing all the plagues that are coming along with the war and all the destruction on these Gentiles. And it's not going to let up. It's going to continue to get worse. It's going to continue to get worse. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Be on the lookout for my upcoming live at 3:45. We will talk about Hurricane Layla that dumped 3 feet of rain on Hawaii. And when I tell y'all it is a mess, it is a mess over there. That little island is jacked up right now. And you will see exactly what I'm saying at 3:45. So y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Don't forget to pick up your goat milk shampoo and your goat milk leave-in conditioner that's available on Etsy. Have a wonderful afternoon. Shalom, family.